Flames rise inside a shipyard furnace, molten steel running like rivers of light through trenches carved by human hands. Sparks burst against the dark, clinging to faces streaked with sweat and purpose. Every hammer strike echoes like thunder from another world. Here, in the heart of fire, America forges its defenders. Steel screams, folds, cools, and lives. Each sheet bears fingerprints, each weld a heartbeat. Before a warship ever meets the sea, it must survive the inferno that shapes its soul. When the flame fades, silence returns. But beneath that silence, something hums. Willpower, welded into metal. The workers wipe soot from their brows and look toward the ocean. They don't yet know its name, but their creation will carry theirs. The forge cools, but the promise burns on in a nation awakening to war.
Contact lost, sir.
Contact 170.
Detroit roars. Pittsburgh glows. Across the United States, factories thunder day and night. Men and women building ships, guns, and engines with bare hands and unbroken hearts. President Roosevelt calls them the arsenal of democracy. And they answer with sparks instead of speeches. Conveyor belts become rivers of purpose. Riveters hammer to the rhythm of freedom. Out of this storm of labor rises one vessel among thousands, the USS Borie, hull 215, born not just of steel, but of conviction. As her bow touches salt water for the first time, cheers echo through the docks. In that moment, America's strength isn't in generals or flags. It's in the welders, the dreamers, the invisible army behind every bolt. From the roar of factories to the whisper of waves, her journey begins.
Ram it!
Get that valve shut now!
She can't take much more.
Cables creak, steam hisses. The great ship trembles as gravity releases its hold. She slides down the slipway, cutting through foam and reflection, baptized by salt and sky. Workers watch her glide, their cheers swallowed by the sea wind. For a heartbeat, the Atlantic itself seems to pause, accepting this newborn giant into its endless embrace. Below deck, engines breathe for the first time, diesel lungs filling with promise. Above, flags snap like wings. Borie's hull gleams bronze under morning light, her name painted clean and proud. She is no longer metal, she is motion, heartbeat, direction. But the ocean that welcomes also tests its calm, only the mask of a storm yet to come.
For Borie!
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
November 1st, 1943. The North Atlantic rages black waves like mountains of glass. On the bridge of USS Borie, Lieutenant Charles Harris Hutchins scans the dark horizon. Contact 8,000 yards. A speck on the radar, pulsing, vanishing, then returning. Somewhere below those waters, another hunter listens. Rain lashes metal. Thunder merges with the hum of turbines. Every ping from the sonar is a heartbeat. Every echo, a question. Who strikes first? The crew move like one body, silent, soaked, alert. Somewhere out there, a German U-boat waits, its own heartbeat steady in the abyss. Two predators meet beneath one storm, and only one will surface to breathe.
Please, let it be over.
Spotlights ignite. Waves explode in white fire. Borie turns hard to port. Depth charges primed. Fire. Cylinders arc into the black and vanish. Then the sea erupts. From the chaos, a shape bursts upward. U-405. Wounded but alive. Gunfire rips through rain. Tracer rounds streak like comets. German sailors scramble to man their deck guns. Americans return fire. Steel answering steel. The ocean roars louder than war itself. Hutchins grips the railing, eyes locked on the shadow closing in. Ram it. Engines scream. Hulls collide, a shriek of tearing iron.
Got him.
Sparks light the sky like falling stars. For a heartbeat, even the ocean stopped to listen. But the battle was far from over. The steel still had to prove it could bleed.
Is anyone out there? Can anyone hear us? Hold on.
Floodlight beams slice through smoke. On both decks, men fight at arm's length, pistols, rifles, even knives. Salt water and oil mix beneath their boots. Every shout, every shot, every heartbeat feeds the storm. The U-boat groans beneath them, yet refuses to sink. Chief Engineer Lucas wades waist-deep through flooding corridors, patching pipes with bare hands. Above, Hutchins yells orders that vanish into thunder. The ship lives because her men refuse to die. An American sailor fires his flare pistol into the night. The red glow paints every face in defiance. If stories like this move you, stay till the end. What happened next was almost lost to history. But even victory has a price, and the sea always collects its debt. The storm quiets, leaving only the hiss of rain on twisted steel. U-405 drifts crippled, fires dying along its deck. Flares rise white, then red, a signal of surrender. Borie's crew watch in silence. Men who moments ago were enemies now float on broken rafts, faces pale under lightning. Hutchins orders rescue boats prepared, but then, torpedo in the water. The helmsman turns hard, showing the narrow stern toward the oncoming death. The maneuver saves the ship and seals the fate of those still waiting in the water. The torpedo passes. The ocean claims both silence and mercy. When guns fall silent, the waves continue their war. Dawn breaks over a scarred horizon. The USS Borie lists, her decks half submerged, her flag still flying. Men stand along the rails, faces hollow, eyes steady. They have survived the night, but part of them will always remain there in the storm, in the steel. Later, when the sea finally takes her, she sinks without protest, bow first, into the same waters where she fought. The Atlantic closes, leaving only ripples and memory. Power is not born, it is built, layer by layer, weld by weld. And even when the giants fall, their purpose endures in the hands that made them. Steel remembers.
Every roar of
because
steel,
every process from
the echo
forge
of
to
its
fall
maker remains.
leaves a mark.